Hey guys, what is up? It's your boy Ramsey coming at you with a big update here on A Song of Ice and Fire Tabletop Wargame. Season 5 just dropped, and Game Grove, West Virginia has a SIF tournament coming up this Sunday. Sign up for the tournament, but we need to figure out what the new rules changes are here in Season 5. We're going to go over them together. So, here we have move. There has been a slight move change. It's been a small errata. Essentially, it says if your tray was to move for any reason, it is considered moving. This includes shifting and pivoting, okay? That's because there was combos being broken at a higher level and judges being absolutely confused on calls. So they just said, hey, if your tray moves for any reason, any sort of game mechanic, it's considered moving a tray. Game modes changes. There's been one changes to game modes. It was a change in a Feast for Crows. The corpse piles in a Feast for Crows have been errated just a little bit. It's just a small little tweak to make sure that tournament goes a little bit more smooth and there's a little bit less confusion when actually playing the mode and interacting on the corpse piles. So those are the big changes there for the actual rules changes. Nothing that's going to flip the game on its head. However, the movement changes on the tray stuff, I do expect more janky combos to occur. Those janky combos existed prior to this rules change, but I think that more people are going to be more aware of moving a tray with pivoting and shifting and taking advantage of that with some of the combos and some of the traps. Because traps have been changed in a great level, we're going to go into that. Tournament changes. Ultimate formats added into tournament guidelines. We're going to go over that in a later video, same as the team tournament. That'll be a later video. Starks themselves. Starks, Mirror Reed, Cunning Trapper. You're going to see that all of the hidden trap orders have been changed, okay? So Mirror Reed has had her hidden trap order change. Credingman Trappers have had their trap order changed. House Tully Calves, their melee attack dice decreased from 6 to 4 to 5 to 4. That's big because the calves actually had a special ability on them that whenever they charged, they got 2 dice for each rank in them. So they were charging at 10 dice, hitting on 3s. Absolutely absurd. That got changed down to 5. They're going to be charging at 9 dice now. Sworn Swords, or sorry, House Sworn Shields, House Tully Sworn Shields. Your speed has increased from 4 to 5. Congratulations. Move around, be tanky. Get yourself in your opponent's face. Actually make use of those shields. Brendan Tully, Howlin Reed, Lord of Cranogs, and Rob Stark, the Wolf Lord. All of those tactical cards have been changed. Go ahead and check those out, my friends. One of my favorite ways to get my cards ready for a tournament, for those who are getting involved, I like to take those cards, I like to throw them into Word doc and print off the new changed cards. I print off the little screenshots of them and just cut them out and slip them into a card sleeve with my previous card so that I actually have my deck of cards and the changed rules. So do that. Do that Saturday night. Make sure you don't forget. Lannisters. High Sparrow, His Holiness. They removed the Order Insight entirely and added a new one called Intimidating Presence. Make sure you know what that does if you're running the High Sparrow, His Holiness. Combat units. Casterly Rock Honor Guard had their Lannister oppression changed. Go ahead and take a look at that. And the Knights of Casterly Rock have had their melee dice decreased from 6-4 to 5-4. Another same change as the House Tully Cavaliers, getting the charge bonus too big. Tactics cards changed to His High Holiness as well to represent the change, removing the Order Insight. Night's Watch. You guys didn't get changed too much. You guys are one of the best armies in the game, and you already know it. Congratulations. Benjen Stark Beyond the Wall changes to the Order Hidden Traps. We already saw that from the Stark side. And then the Tactics deck cards changed as well. Free Folk, you're up next. Free Folk, you guys got... Wow, you guys got worked. Free Folk and Targaryens got worked this patch. Mance Rider, King Beyond the Wall, you have your changes to your Boisterous Charisma. Check that out. Barack the Boar Skin Changer, you have hidden traps. Hidden traps have changed. Savage Giants have gotten changed. Their melee attack dice value has increased from 1 to 4. Okay. Savage Giants, you roll 4 dice now. But your melee hit value decreased from 2 to 3. I don't think that's a big change. We need to see what your changes in Furious Swing are. I have a feeling that these Furious Swing changes change your rules majorly, and that's why we're seeing a melee attack go from 1 dice to 4 dice. That's absurd. You guys are going to have to look at that and come to the shop and tell me what your changes are. Meanwhile, you guys have changes in your tactics cards to Mag the Mighty, Magmar Tundo Weg, and Steer Magnar of Thin. Okay, you have changes there. Neutral units, everybody, this pertains to you. So, Biter, Rorg's Mad Dog, their points have decreased from 1 to 0 points. Yes, combo, my friends, combo, that is huge. There is a 0-point neutral unit out there. I'm going to find out what box it comes in. Come yell at me and order it. I got you. If you guys are online, our online store is going to be shipping off soon. If you guys want to have some Biter Rorg's Mad Dog combos going on, let me know in our Discord. Facebook DM me. I'm going to order some extras. I'll put them up on site for the website. We're going to get them inside your hands for goofy combos. Joaquin, or Jockin, not too sure how to pronounce his name, have not read the books. Stormcrow Captain. His Order Overwatch has been removed, but they added Acute Precision. I know the Precision is good. Precision is whenever you roll 6s, you're hitting. Acute Precision sounds even better than that. I'm about it. Jockin Archer Captain. I'm going to go with Jockin. Jockin Archer Captain removed Widower's Protector. Entirely. Just removed an ability. Good luck, yo. Roose Bolton Leech Lord. We removed Intimidating Presence and added Prey on Fear. Hopefully that is going to see a Roose Bolton change as a whole, and the Boltons are not going to suck. Their army is rough. They're rough. They're having a bad time. The Boltons need huge changes. Let's see if these patch notes change them in any sort of meaningful manner. Answer is I don't think they are. I took a peek earlier. I don't think that they're changing them too much. The Boltons are going to sting forever. Yay. Tactics cards. Roose Bolton. The Leech Lord. Changes to Fear keeps a man alive. Tactics cards. Targaryens. You guys got hit. Targs. My Malachis. My big old Dragon Riders. Targaryens. You guys got changed. So attachments. Dany Targaryen, Mother of Dragons. They got a new order. Threaten. Dany was already one of the best commanders. Getting a new order cannot hurt, right? Love it. Love it. More options. More abilities. More wins. Jorah Mormont, the Wandering Knight. They removed Solo Rider and added Westerosi Rider. I assume it's going to do the same thing. His part in the army kind of was like charge forward, grab the flag, run away. I assume Westerosi Rider is going to be the same as Solo Rider with a little bit more flavor added in probably. Pikemen, you guys got... Wow, okay, Targaryens, you guys got buffed. I was afraid. I thought they were changing your core units. They're adding things. Pikemen, you guys get Combat Mastery Defense. Sword Masters, you get Combat Mastery Resolve. I don't know what that means, but those were already your best units. You already know that. Adding things can't hurt. So show up with your Pikemen and Swordmaster lists like your good old Season 2 days. Grey Worm Unsullied Commander changes to Retribution. Jorah Mormont changes. Khal Drogo the Great Khal changes. Marceline Mother's Men Commander changes. Skahaz Mokandak the Shaft Pate changes. Tactics cards and so many commanders have changed. Targaryens, you have to sit down on Saturday and get your list ready for the tournament. Maybe not even wait till Saturday. Another quick tip, by the way, for all of my tournament players, I have seen Josh 2 at our shop go in and send his order to like Walgreens. He will compile a list just like I did, but rather than print it off on his printer, he'll send it to Walgreens and for cheap, print them off his photo stock and use photo stock reminder cards. I love that. Photo stock just has that quality and feel to it. It's pretty cheap. Go for that if you want to really accessorize and show up to the war table meaning business. Baratheons, you're up next. Attachment changes. A lot of them. Andrew Eastermont, First of the Kingsmen, changes to their First of the Kingsmen ability itself. Okay, that's big. I mean, that's a named ability, and they're changing the named ability. Okay. Davos Seaworth, Hero of Blackwater, added special back of card text. Okay, I assume that's flavor stuff. Back of card text tends to be flavor stuff. And remember, guys, George R.R. Martin signs off and helps write these backstory on the cards. These are errated lore. So if lore has been changed on the back of Davos Seaworth, y'all need to hop in and look at this from a non-war game perspective. pop it on Reddit. Talk about that. Look at that Davos Seaworth, Hero of Black Water lore. They added a special on the back of his card text. See if it changes his lore up. That would be awesome. Renly Baratheon, Lord Paramount of the Stormlands, changes to your Boisterous Charisma. I have Boisterous Charisma. I like that. It's a good natural and name of ability. Combat bonuses, Riders of Highgarden. You don't have Lance anymore. You guys don't get that big bonus to hit. Instead, you got a Highgarden Lance. You get a bigger bonus to hit. Your melee attack name is changed from Lance to Highgarden, and your attack dice values has decreased 6 to 5 to represent the same change that we saw in the previous units in who was that? Lannister units change, and then one other one. Greyjoys, you guys are up next. To those of you who've been uninitiated, Greyjoys have been in the worst and best spot in the game constantly every patch. They're either the worst army because they want the game to go long, or they're the best army because the current patch is making games go long. That's how Greyjoys have worked. So let's see what their changes are. Greyjoy attachments. Asha Greyjoy, the Kraken's daughter, changes to Boisterous Charisma. I really need to read that, as I feel like that's my natural ability. Combat units. Ironmakers, your morale has improved from 7 to 6. You're going to be sticking around the board probably half a turn longer. That's going to be amazing. Your melee attack die value has increased from 754 to 755. Congratulations, Ironmakers. You already were one of the most terrifying units, and the units that I wanted to avoid actively on the table, I will now be running away rather than just avoiding you. Tactics cards change to Dagmar Cleftjaw, Master of Arms. End of Greyjoy changes. Nice and quick there. We are in the final stretch, folks. 2 more factions to go through. Martells. This is my army. I love Martells. Elias Sand Snake changes to Boisterous Charisma. Points cost decrease from 2 to 1. That's huge. I actually really liked Elias Sand's ability, but it was never good enough to warrant the 2 points. Now, the changes to Boisterous Charisma probably nerfed, but as long as the flavor of Boisterous Charisma is there, I am more willing to put Elian much more on my list. Starfall Knights, womp womp. We have Lance on Starfall Knights. Seems that they did not take away or errata our Lance, but they did decrease us from 6-4 to 5-4 damage. We're going to be rolling 9 dice instead of 10. That's fine. 10. Yeah. 9 dice instead of 10. Nymeria Sand got changed in her Conflicts Resolution reactions, and Dorn Martell, Prince of Dorns, got changed in his changes to Sunspear Secrets. Tactics cards changes. The Martell Tactics deck in general changed how superior positioning works. Ooh. I like that card. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't like being on the other end of this. Special rule, the Strangler changes to the ability. Oh, good. I hate that. I hate the Strangler poison. I hate how it operates. I hope it changed a lot. Boltons, you guys are last. Let's see if this patch... I'm not even going to let you read it. Let's see if this patch has made the Boltons the fearful, terrifying units that they are in lore. They gave us the Boltons. They said, we're going to give you an army full of units that will terrify your opponent off the board. You don't even have to fight them, remotely scare them so all of your units fall apart. And they whiffed. The Boltons are the bottom of every tier list. There's too many ways to stop panic tests and to give yourself morale boosts. A lot of army lists play high morale units and give themselves panic tests to buff themselves. Boltons are weak. Let's see if they change them. Bolton's attachments, Ramsay Snow. They added an ability to Ramsay Snow's Spiteful Air. He is a core commander, the core commander, some would say. I'm excited to see what Prey on Fear does. Steel Shanks Walton, Captain of the Guard. They gave him Sundering. Okay, so they're going in on the hard buffs here. They're just adding. They're not taking away. I like it. They're not changing. They're adding. Big. Combat units. They were weak. Let's take a look. Dreadfort Archers changes to Ruthless Volley. Hopefully it is a beneficial change. Defense improved from 6 to 5. Okay. The Dreadfort Archers are getting through. Changes to the Impaling Spear on the Dreadfort Spearmen. I think that's going to be the make or break, because the Spearmen, I was very not happy with that unit. The Spearmen came out, people were excited. I literally watch a customer walk up to the Dreadfort Spearmen box, take a look at it, call his buddies, say, hey, I know you wanted to get into Boltons, let's do this. Pulls up his Sif stats, reads the stats on Archer and Spearmen, puts the box back down and picks up like a neutral heroes unit. Oh, I felt so bad for that guy. I felt so bad. So I really do hope that these Bolton changes get Boltons in a good spot, but they're just going to need new units, I think, to get in a better spot. And tactics cards, changes to their harsh punishments and fear keeps a man alive. Now, that's 4 cards changed in the entire tactics deck. Hopefully, it's big enough to make Boltons feel good. It's possible. 4 cards changed in a whole deck is big. We will have to see. But, alright guys, that was it. That is the finality of our little catch-up here on our Season 5 SIF update. I hope you guys have a blast. Now remember, we do have a tournament going on this Sunday starting at 12:30. I'm going to be releasing the game mode Saturday as soon as I go into the shop. So be looking for those Saturday afternoon. Hop into our Discord. That's where we're going to post the game modes for the tournament. And I hope each of you have a fantastic and wonderful day. Hey guys, what is up? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was super fun to make. I enjoyed going over the patch notes, and I want to remind you guys that you guys can follow us at any time on Discord, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Game Grove WV for the YouTube and Twitch. I am on Discord, Ramsey Hawkeye. If you go to Facebook and look up Game Grove, you will be able to find us and get a Discord link there. From there, you can go ahead and join our tournaments and join one of our many nerdy events that we love having at the Grove. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a fantastic day.